Next up, we have the Victorinox Tinkerer. This is one of my all-time favorites. It's just like the Spartan, which I think is even more popular, but I find the number 2 Phillips more useful than the corkscrew. Now, one of the nice things about this, it's only 2 layers thick. It's just got 2 layers of tools here. So it really, it carries well in the pocket. It's about the biggest knife you can comfortably pocket carry. I push my luck and carry the Super Tinker sometimes because I hate to give up the scissors, but it's noticeably thicker in the pocket than the Tinker. So the way I used to reason is if I just keep my keep the spare blade super sharp, then I can make do without tweezers, right? One of my typical mods, I took the split ring off of here and ground down the nub so it's nice, has a nice smooth profile in the pocket. And then the typical, you know, basic tool set. Main blade, you can see here, this one has some memories. I was stripping a wire and it turned out the wire was still live. Completed the circuit with some other part of the knife and did some amateur welding here. So this one's kind of retired. I don't have the heart to send it to Victorinox and ask them to fix it, because it's obviously my stupidity that did that. Yep, screwdriver, bottle opener, wire stripper. I find that super useful. I use this for prying more than just about anything. Flathead screws and prying. Occasionally the bottle opener, occasionally the wire stripper. And then, so large blade, small blade. Can opener, small screwdriver. Now this is nice because the Tinker doesn't have a, it's got the number 2 Phillips on the back here. But if it's kind of recessed too far, or if it's next to something so you can't turn it with the T-handle, then you can kind of bring this into emergency service, and that'll fit into a number 2 Phillips head, as well as the small flathead it was intended for. And that's about it. 2 layers. Well, I guess I should point out number 2 Phillips. I had a Tinker back in the late 80s. It was the smaller size, I think 84 millimeters, and the number 2 Phillips was kind of profiled so that it was a continuation of the handle instead of being round like this one. And it was split in the middle here, and they called it a can key, like for opening sardine cans. It was pretty interesting. And of course the reamer with sewing eye. I actually use that all the time, not for sewing leather, but for you know, poking and scraping and just general duty, you know, pointy metal tool type stuff. But this is definitely a classic. Belongs in any collection of Swiss Army knives. This is the 91 millimeter size. I noticed they started making it in the smaller size. That's the one to get. You want to get that smaller size. Makes it even more comfortable in the pocket. I don't know if you can see here, but it's just a little shorter and makes it more comfortable for pocket carry. That perspective on this is not making it easy to show that difference. If I line up the backs here, that extra little area there makes it easier to carry. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Victorinox Tinker.